Welcome back. The Biden administration cracking down on cryptocurrency. The $1.25 trillion infrastructure package includes provisions that target transactions and could require merchants to collect private and sensitive information and data from users. Chamber of Digital Commerce founder and president Perianne is with me now to talk more about the backdrop for crypto. Perianne, it's good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. What is your thought about what's going on in the backdrop here in terms of how regulations will change for crypto? What do you think is most important?
Well, in the infrastructure bill, buried inside of it is very problematic tax provisions for crypto. You mentioned 6050I that would require merchants to collect the sensitive personal identifiable information, including the social security numbers and names of any consumer involved in a crypto transaction in excess of $10,000. This provision is discriminatory. It assumes crypto users are criminals. And let's look at the facts. Less than 1% of crypto transactions are linked to illicit activity. This is highly problematic. We need to take a stand for our privacy, and this trend has only been increasing over the past year. And it's not just within tax provisions. We're also seeing this across the federal government from an AML perspective, at Treasury more broadly, and within the SEC. There is a whole-on government attack against crypto today, and we as Americans need to push back and advocate for our rights to privacy.
Yeah, I mean, look, no kidding. I mean, look, they want to surveil our bank accounts, Perianne. We know what they're trying to do with the IRS. Joe Biden wants to hire 87,000 new auditors to try to surveil all of our transactions. So it's in step with the surveillance tendencies of this administration. And my issue with it is that I don't know that these senators have any idea how crypto works. I mean, how are you going to ensure that you can communicate and educate people about crypto, particularly lawmakers, so that they don't create, laws that end up pushing us back, taking us back in innovation with regard to crypto?
No, absolutely. Education continues to be one of our highest priorities at the Chamber of Digital Commerce. This is a highly technical space, and before we can really write new laws and regulations for this advanced technology, you've got to understand how it works. And really the thing that's even more concerning to me is when it comes to some of these crypto tax provisions, there's this idea that crypto users are not in compliance and they're not paying their fair share. That is just wrong. Companies and individuals in this space have been asking the IRS since 2014 to provide greater clarity on how to comply with tax laws. Cryptocurrencies do not fit neatly into the IRS's guidance, existing guidance. People want to pay their taxes. We don't understand how to, and the IRS has not provided us that. And instead, we're now being assumed we're criminals. This whole thing is insane.
That is. And meanwhile, the market is as volatile as ever. Bitcoin tumbled after reaching a record high. What are we talking about? A 20% sell-off. When you go from the high to the low at 20%, that's a bear market territory. But here we are looking at the volatility, which could reverse, over the near term again. So what's your take on this big sell-off? Is it regulatory related?
I mean, potentially, but it is normal for there to be 30 to 40% changes in volatility in the markets on a monthly basis. So the volatility we're seeing is normal. We've seen this before. We will see it again. Bitcoin is still up. And remember, Bitcoin has been the best performing asset 10 out of the past 12 years. Over the past 10 years, it has averaged 250% returns a year. And today, Bitcoin is up 215% year over year.
Wow, those are some numbers, Perianne. Thanks very much.